Welcome back. You're watching Buy Now Sell Now. I'm Kavita Thapliyal with you, and it's time to talk a bit about NFO. And today, the NFO in focus is Groww Mutual Fund's multi-cap NFO. I have with me Anupam Tiwari, Head of Equity, Groww Asset Management. Anupam, hi. Good morning and welcome to the show. Interesting times for you. I think the NFO is closing on the 10th of December. But before that, I really want to understand the kind of new offering that Groww is coming up now with. First of all, an active strategy that Groww as a mutual fund is getting into, and that too a multi-cap fund this time. I really want to understand, because we're talking about India growth story in this fund, how do you plan to capture growth opportunities across the different market caps in India through this?
Yeah, sure, Kavita. Thanks a lot for inviting us here. So to start with, why this product? Why a multi-cap fund? What we believe is that next, let's say, approximately 10 years, we will have great growth opportunities and wealth creation opportunities on the mid and small cap side. And generally, what we have seen in last 15, 20 years, that allocation mistakes have been made by investors, sometime because of some reasons, and either lack of awareness or lack of advice, etc. That allocations are not proper across market cap segment. So that's one reason, opportunity, allocation. And third is discipline, because you put all the market cap categories in one product and in a disciplined way, because you have to maintain 25% minimum investment in all the market cap segments. So that makes it a very, very disciplined product, even for fund managers like us, as well as for investors. So you get a location and there is a great opportunity. So that's one reason for us to have this product as being our first diversified NFO for our investors. Now, why we think that multi-cap and the combination of large and mid-cap can be a very, very good opportunity in India and India growth story. So what happens is, as your per capita income increases and you start growing in terms of economy, and especially in an Indian perspective, where we are moving in creating a different kind of per capita income groups over a period of time, you will have newer kind of businesses coming in. So to give you a perspective, let's say, for example, hospitals or a healthcare, let's say diagnostic, etc. This was not any business segment, especially in the listed market, maybe 10 years ago. And now we have seen a very, very decent market cap being created in this segment, right? So this is one example where economy gets organized, per capita income grows, you will have different kind of business coming into market. And generally these businesses come in mid and small cap segment, generally, majority of them. Some of them will also become directly listed as large cap companies.
Sure.
But majority of them will list like a mid and small cap.
So what's also important, Anupam, over here is I wanted to understand your stock selection strategy also, because the fund seems to be following the quality and growth at reasonable price philosophy. Now, the sectors that you highlighted, obviously a lot of growth opportunities coming up in mid cap and small cap. But then could you elaborate on how this approach would drive your stock selection strategy, which looks like or seems to be like a balance between quality and growth?
Yeah, there is also third factor valuation. So what we call is Q bar, quality and growth at reasonable price. So we asked ourselves, what is our objective in buying equity? So the objective of buying equity is compounding, right? And you want two things in compounding. One, you want higher compounding, whatever is possible, depending on risk. And second, you want longer duration of compounding. So you want your investment to compound for next 10, 15 years. And accordingly, generally equity is priced that this factor of compounding impacts valuation or re-rating or de-rating. So what are the factors that drive higher and longer compounding? And what we found is that as an investor, for us, there are three factors. One is growth. For higher compounding, you want growth. But for longer compounding, you need quality, and quality at both the level. So you want quality at management level, promoter level, corporate governance, etc. And you also want quality at balance sheet level. So ROEs, scalable business model for growth, etc. The third thing is that business may compound, but your portfolio may not compound. And that is where valuation comes, that you need to enter at a reasonable price so that the compounding of business and compounding a portfolio goes hand in hand. Right. So for growth, we look for ability to grow, not just the size of the market or the opportunity size, because it's there for most of the companies. It's there, but the ability to grow becomes very, very important. So this is what we call is quality and growth at reasonable price. And what we do is, in case of mid and small caps, we take a bottom-up approach. So rather than just looking at size of opportunity and then trying to buy companies or
Sure.
looking at sectors,
Right.
we look at it a bottom-up basis.
Right. Anupam, one last question, because we really want to help our investors also understand the kind of benefit and the dynamic asset allocation that they might get across market caps through a multi-cap fund. According to you, given the dynamic nature of Indian markets, what kind of primary benefit our investors or viewers might have from this multi-cap fund?
Yeah, so first is a caveat for investors is that we believe that this product requires a minimum time frame of 5 years, right? So people who don't have that time frame should not be investing in this fund. So you need to have like minimum 5 year time frame. If you want to invest for 2-3 years, this is not a good product for you. The second thing is that in one single product, without having too much of decision making in terms of allocation, you get exposure to mid and small caps as well as large caps, which reduces volatility, and at the same time, it kind of helps you reduce the taxation cost. Because if you do different kind of products,
Sure.
you will have taxation impacts in rebalance.
Sure, sure. A bigger benefit for the investors, and obviously exposure across market caps through Groww Mutual Fund's multi-cap. The NFO is open till 10 December. Thank you so much, Anupam, for giving us your time and explaining everything about this fund to our viewers. Thank you so much. So,
if you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.